Hey everyone, it's Eric with FirearmTutorials.com, and today we're going to talk about Summit Ammunition. This was a Black Friday deal. 500 round bulk pack, you see, which I got here. Just came in a box, in a bag. So it was pretty cheap, and I needed just some 308 stuff to reload. So this was advertised as having Lake City brass. It wasn't advertised as remanufactured, reloaded, anything like that. As far as I could tell, it was factory new ammo using Lake City cases, which is all I cared about. Not trying to shoot sub MOA with this, just wanted something that I can, bang steel at from a couple hundred yards, take the cases, reload them at some point. So what I've got here is the Evolution Gunworks 7-hole 308 chamber checker case gauge. So started gauging these guys out, assuming I did get 500 here. I didn't count it, but you can see here there's almost 60 that didn't gauge to varying degrees. So I noticed a lot of these, and you can see that, let's grab a couple of these, like it's not the cleanest brass, which is fine, but you'll see there's varying degrees of cleanliness. So some of them would like almost gauge, and then I would just put my thumb on them, and then for the most part they would gauge. I was just attributing that to the cases being dirty and not sliding in there well enough. So if I were not to do that, I would have much more than this. But let's just grab a few examples of not gauging, right? So I don't know, just pick some random ones out of the bunch here. Like I said, varying degrees of not gauging. So this would be an example of one, I think, that it looks like it doesn't gauge there, kind of like the rest of them, but you push it down and it's close at least. This is the worst one, and that one you can see here, pull it out by the rim with my fingernail. So that one's not even close. This one's close, but if you look at this, like that is pretty unacceptable. Unacceptable. Like these aren't close to gauging. I don't have the gun yet that I plan on shooting these with, or any other 308, so I can't tell if these will actually chamber. In addition, the ones that did gauge correctly, a lot of them didn't. I had to do the same thing, just push them out from the back. They didn't just fall out. Oh, that one's really stuck in there. That's the one that I pushed down in there that I said was close. So this one that was, let's see, where is it? The one that I grabbed with my thumbnail actually had, is it this? Yeah, it's this one. So if we look at this one closely, you can see there's actually, I can't tell if it's like the case neck is split, or if like when the bullet was seated, it kind of cracked the neck, but you can see there's like a little notch on there, which is obviously preventing this from gauging correctly. So there's that. Bullets are non-magnetic. I checked those already. But as you can see here, I need something different. But moral of the story is, geez, I know that this gauge is fine, because if I run the ZQI in here, just grab some random ones here that were out of the box. These are just MKE brass. And you see these actually just, you can tell when you put them in there that it's just a more precise fit by the sound. And I mean, that's flawless right there. That's exactly what you would want. Look at that, they just fall right out. These, I mean, I'd say probably 30–40% of them I had to either tap or push out. Like, they didn't just fall out like these MKE ones or these ZQI ones. So that tells me that it's obviously, this gauge is in spec and everything like that. As far as, I mean, there's a lot number and an inspector number on here. Something told me to save this card when I unpacked it, and I'm glad I did. So I will contact them and see what they say. Again, this is budget ammo, but like I said, this was advertised as factory new, right? So you can tell there's just some defects I found. Like, see, there's a nice dent here, which, like I said, some of this, it was loose packed. This, to me, looks like it was fired, and like, you know, I didn't find any, like, extractor marks on the brass. I mean, it's hard to tell. I didn't see any definite ones, but I found a couple of them were like, that looks questionable. Like, and then the head stamps, like if we just grab, I don't know, grab some of these. They're all Lake City, but you've got ones from 2014, 2015. I found some from like 08 that had a sealed primer on them. So that was kind of making me wonder. Yeah, there's one that's got a sealed primer on it. There was another one that had a green seal instead of the purple. Not a whole lot, but I did see some of those. So, you know, I was kind of wondering, like, did they just pull? Was this factory loaded? They pulled it, whatever projectile it was, reloaded, you know, their own projectile and powder and stuff like that. You know, I don't know. I couldn't really find any info on this stuff other than what I just told you. So that's pretty much it, guys. Quick and short, like I said, the Summit stuff, buyer beware. Yes, this is attractively priced, but, you know, if you want something that's, you know, of decent quality, this probably isn't the product. So that's it. Questions or comments, let me know. Thanks for watching.